The podcast world just witnessed one of its most serious beefs escalate from online drama to real-world threats. This is the full story of the war between Loon and DJ Academics. It's a conflict that proves a shocking point. Podcasting is the new streets, and it all started with what many call a one-sided obsession. Key point 1, the origin, the unprovoked hate. Let's break it down. Key point 1, the origin. Years ago, on another podcast, Loon launched into an unprovoked, nearly 2-hour rant against DJ Academics, a man he'd never even met. This wasn't a light critique, it was a deep-seated hatred, questioning why anyone would even listen to him. For Academics, this came out of nowhere, but he largely ignored it.
Yeah, I don't get it. I really don't. I swear I don't get it. I don't get it. I heard you, though, one more thing. I heard you speak about academics. I want to talk about that a little bit.
Sure.
I think academics.
What did I say?
Looney gets right to it. I love it.
Yeah, you said that. First of all, I think last week you said you could do comedy.
Yeah, I think he could do it.
Tell me more.
I just find him funny, and I find his takes good, and I find like his use of words good.
Economy of words. I think
not just economy, but like specific words that he chooses to use and the metaphors that he kind of builds. Like I think he's a funny guy. Comedy takes time. Don't get me wrong, but I think he has a brain for it.
I don't see it.
Okay.
I think that you're giving him a little too much. I don't know why. And I want to understand why. I think you met him at a very unique time in your life, and I think he's your doorway to the other side of the culture.
You think he was before the guy to your
the
left?
other side.
What's the other side?
What the messy, the Chicago, the beefy bull.
Until recently, when Loon found himself in another firestorm. Key point 2, the trigger. Loon interviewed the controversial figure Charleston White. He invited him on, then told him he couldn't talk about celebrities he's friends with, specifically Young Thug. Academics saw this as spineless. He blasted Loon online, accusing him of being a wannabe taxstone who prioritizes his relationships with Atlanta rappers over having real, honest conversations. He argued Loon ruined his own credibility in a single moment.
This guy right here, I want to let you know, I don't know him. I thought I've always said he's trying to become Taxstone. Charlemagne signed him for like $23. He's been trying to be Taxstone. Like, oh, I'm the real nigga. Like, it's one of those guys, he keeps acting like he's so real, like he turns lame. Charleston did an interview with him. This is a paid show. I want to let everybody know. Lil Baby, Young Thug, he completely sucks them off. Trust me, he probably gargles their cum, and his belly is probably filled with all the DNA of all them Atlanta street rappers. No backbone possible. I keep telling you, this right here is the biggest fraud we got. He's a wannabe Taxstone that just really, Taxstone at least was entertaining. He's a slow-talking old bum that's gotten propped up by the who are trying to run campaigns. When I see a rapper sit with him, they're literally trying to get, quote unquote, the streets to validate, because he supposedly represents the street, an opinion that the culture doesn't feel. So he sucks off Lil Baby, he sucks off Young Thug. So he cares a lot about sometimes victims. Now you want to talk about the victims of Young Thug, but what I tell you about this pure sucker, watch this. I think Thug got him on payroll. Watch this.
Highlighted, but y'all have never highlighted no victim of their crimes.
I don't want to talk about Thug.
All I'm saying
I
is,
know you doing your, but you know that's my little. So
I'm saying.
And that brings us to key point 3, the dangerous escalation. Loon responded, but not with a counter-argument. He responded with pure anger. His video was so full of threats towards Academics that most of it had to be bleeped out. He used classic street rhetoric, implying that people who love him would handle Academics on his behalf. He called Academics low budget and police, despite Academics' multi-million-dollar empire. The online beef had officially crossed the line, with Loon attempting to position this as a street conflict, not a war of words.
But the case study comes for me when Agnem try to act like I handled it wrong and Bank handled it right. Now, I agree. I invite conversations surrounding Thug and anybody else, just not in character mode. I got to keep saying that so they don't get a clip out of context. The internet is a very weird place. Now, if we had a conversation and it end up getting to a place where you telling your truth, that's one thing, handle your business. But I just don't operate like that. I think they have a very low level approach and understanding because they grew up outside the gate. They never grew up where their mama said you came with each other, y'all leave with each other. I tell my people, and I know a few of y'all, it's a few people out there right now, when you run into somebody that love me, it ain't even gonna be a conversation. You gonna know they love me by how they handled you. Right now today, there's a few of y'all that got to deal with the consequences of certain things y'all said because people are coming on my behalf that I haven't instructed. I haven't even gave marching orders, but the way they feel about me, the love they have for me, make them handle you a certain way when they see you based off what you said. When he talk about me, it's like he lost his old lady to me. It ain't no regular content creator kind of like, you know what I mean? It's like this little heated and he ain't gonna do a thing. I got 5 million on the fight. A nigga ain't gonna fuck with me. And you gonna get one of your security hurt playing with my people. Somebody gonna get hurt. And that just ain't for academics. That's for one of you. But the thing about it is this. There's an interesting thing when he deals with my name. That it feels vindictive. It feels like a lot of hatred. Because I'm having the same kind of pull he having. The same people he call, I can call. If I want to get into a concert, that's what I was trying to tell Aiden Ross. Listen, Aiden, you don't need academic. That shit academics got y'all doing, man. That shit is like a general admission ticket, man. Like, why y'all like crowded around academics and they taking y'all, man? That shit is a general admission ticket. He ain't kicking up no hell of a thing, man. Y'all can't even go backstage. But because Aiden doesn't really know, he feels like that this is real pull. And I think that's part of what I'm saying is like, yo, I'm in the mix with some of these people, with some of these tours, with some of the companies, the Live Nations, the AG Touring, the Mac agencies. I'm understanding who running what and what's going on. I'm in some of these spots. I'm knowing what real pull look like. Shout out SIBO. Certain can come grab you no matter what state they in and bring you all the way to the certain can just. So I'm saying when I'm seeing academics get y'all and y'all damn near getting general admission tickets, now that sound like hate, and Loon ain't never hated on no. Number one, let me say this to academics because some of this is, I know you doing your content thing, it's a little disrespectful, but I in front of your family. I do that in front of your loved ones. Like, I'm willing to do that in front of your, like, you got to watch how you talking to me. And I know you ain't going to hurt the prime minister. You just talking, right? It's content for you. But I think you should watch yourself. I think you should really watch how you handle me, man. It's not wise to use those kind of words when you talk to men. And I know you don't know that because nobody's taught you. When I talk to you, it's an orientation. Mouth closed. You know if you was in my face, you wouldn't say nothing like that. Have some respect, police ass nigga. Low budget ass nigga. Have some respect. Your big homie wouldn't say that to my face. Have some respect, low budget ass nigga. We need to keep it content. We see how your eyes look when you outside. Have some respect, police ass nigga.
So, where does this leave us? One podcaster started with unprovoked hate, the other clapped back years later, and the response wasn't a rebuttal, it was a threat. This situation exposes a fundamental flaw in the new media landscape. When clout and audience are the new currency, the competition can get dangerously real. This is more than just drama, it's a case study. Now I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments, whose side are you on in the Loon versus DJ Academics beef? And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the culture.